is in chat, guys. As yeah, that was a pretty cheesy game last game. But we're in game number 3 now, and in the bottom right corner of the map, it's going to be the blue Protoss player, Emotion.
In the top left, the red Terran, its center.
It's getting a little bit worrisome here. His center is, it's not doing so good. I mean, that game 2 was quick, and it was kind of like almost sticking it to him for the amount of harassing he gave him in game 1, but it sucks because he is effectively on his last life. If Center doesn't win 3 games in a row, he's not going to win this week's cup.
No. But it would be a momentous occasion for Emotion. He'll be full of emotion if he wins this, because it'll be the first OlimoLeague he's won. Weekly OlimoLeague he's won. At least be $75 richer, and that's nice.
Oh, God. I was doing a good job on that coffee tree at the gas city too. That was sorry about that, guys. But I was gonna say, for those who don't know, this actually has a really nice prize pool to it. $75 for first place and $45 for second. This is the wonderful point of having a $150 prize pool each week, because let's not forget, Olivia does pay out to the 4th place prize. So while $15 might not seem like a lot, getting top 4 in the tournament pays for your lunch. I'd say it's a pretty good day. But a lot of other tournaments now have kind of cut back on the prize pools, or they're pretty one-sided and weighted a bit silly. So these OlimoLeagues really reward second place and third place quite a bit. As I think, like, for example, Go for StarCraft's like a 75-25 split with nothing for third and fourth. But again, the whole point of us trying to get a bigger prize pool, the reason we're really pushing funding and hoping you guys will check out the Patreon page for patreon.com/OlimoLeague, is because we'd love to get that prize pool up to $200. We'd love to be able to pay these players out bigger amounts and encourage more to come. Again, the last time we had $200 prize pools, we saw players like Party and Tasia and others start showing up, Liquid Hero as well, more regularly. And we'd definitely love to see that come to be the case again. We also have the GSL qualifiers coming up soon too, and you know, anyone who doesn't quite make it through there will most likely bounce back towards the OlimoLeague as well.
What gateway timing was that? I wasn't quite paying attention, but he didn't chrono out the Zealot, but he's chrono out the Stalker and the Mothership Core. This is the most embarrassing way to lose a game, but it can happen. I mean, if the Reaper dies, that's already like, oh my god, that's absolutely terrible. If you don't build a bunker, which you usually don't until later, it's already could potentially do quite a bit of damage. Oh, he knows what's up though. Like, even just seeing the Zealot come out at all is already suspicious, unless you're engineering blocking. It's
so irritating though, because you're right, like, this is an embarrassing way to die, and one of the most annoying parts of it is, even if you have that bunker down, oftentimes they just walk right past it, and then you're in the main. He doesn't have enough Marines to kill the Mothership Core. Like, there's certain numbers you have to manage with this. You can pull whatever SCVs to deal with the Stalker and the Zealot eventually, but you need 3 Marines minimum to kill the Mothership Core.
Yeah.
Like, that's just straight up unfortunate, because he's trying to hide them. I actually like this a lot. But the problem is, these 4 Marines, they're gonna have to get through the Stalker, through the Zealot, and even then, somehow find a way to connect to the Mothership Core. So he does bring the Marines in, gonna focus fire on that air units.
I think this will work. Oh,
yeah,
no, not firing anymore. Only one is firing.
Ooh, that might be bad then.
Yeah, I mean, 2 more are gonna pop out soon. The Stalker's almost dead. The Reaper, just it's stupidly crucial. Just add a little bit of DPS. I think he'll be able to he'll be able to control it. The Mothership Core is so close. Can
he really get this? Can he get that last shot? Oh my god, they kill each other. Okay.
Alright.
So for Center's sake, well, I think Center's great now, because he's got a command center up already. If this was cancelled or stalled out, he's in a pretty crappy spot. But with a Marine, a Reaper, I mean, the Reaper's really low, actually. That's kind of scary. But even then, like, this Stalker's not so much. It's easy to deal with.
It would be worthwhile to kill that Reaper, to be honest. Take a bit of heat on the Stalker for it. Because the worst thing about this, too, is that if you are contained, you know, you don't have much information. Are they following with a proxy oracle, or are they getting their own nexus? And that's where the Reaper comes into effect here, and he's just going to scout and get that confirmation, so Sandra knows that he doesn't have to produce an engineering bay, or, you know, get the Widowmine position and whatnot. It's just a nice peace of mind that he gets. Because, you know, Hero, if it was Hero, and we brought him up earlier, he probably does do like a proxy oracle 4-gate, something like that after a follow-up. He's just been very cheesy lately.
I don't have problems with that. I wish we'd see more of him, but again, I think I imagine a part of the participation, again, kind of goes back to GSL qualifiers coming up. I don't know when the SSL qualifiers are. They're sometime later this month too, but you know, it's still nice. Center and Emotion are not bad players, and I don't dislike watching them play. I just wish Center had I don't know, not really given away the first 2 games. Like game 2 was a little unfortunate, yes, but game 1 was like messy.
This very, very small counterattack might have been worthwhile just because you know you got the Mothership Core, and in fact it does get a Stalker. I thought the Micro was gonna save it. I'd be surprised if it gets another one. Oh wow.
Oh, it just barely does. Nice. He shift clicks on the probes to try and get some of those kills. I mean, this actually gives him a little bit of a lead in the resources lost, and ooh, Hellions can be a little bit messy too.
I cannot believe he got 2 Stalkers with that. It gets one of them before they even get a shot though, and he sees the new Mothership Core is out, like he forgot it, but it was 100 more gas to, you know, put into it, and the gases are obviously delayed because the Nexus was delayed and the probe count's delayed. I mean, at even probe counts, you're actually in the worst position because mules exist.
Yeah.
It's mules.
This is a little unfortunate. I don't think he... Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know if he knows that the Observer spotted him or not, but you know, he's trying to get a Marauder out. He's got a couple of Marines and some Widow Mines. There's really not the greatest defense set up here despite having 2 bunkers.
Yeah, 4. The 2 on the top are probably unnecessary, but like with Protoss, it's so hard to just kind of like think that you know what they're doing. Like,
yeah, is it blink, is it not?
Right, like he definitely knows it's an all-in, just because there was like no third and fourth gases for so long, and there was a surprising number of Stalkers to begin with. But to think that it's blink with a lack of gas, I mean, he would have to not have gotten a robo, and it was possible.
In fairness, blink is such a common part of every build now, though. I mean, it's the one thing you can almost rely on a Protoss player having versus Terran at some point.
Yeah,
so
it's certainly...
I agree. Like, he's unfortunately defended against us a little unnecessarily, but at the same time, safe than sorry when you're on your last life.
Definitely, for sure. But it did make that entire push somewhat worth it. Already, Stalkers are going to be used as you get to Colossus, even without Blink, so it's not like an entire waste for Emotion to have done that push or faked it or whatnot. But for Center to build all those bunkers, he's going to salvage them, of course, but it messes up the build a little bit. You know, their barracks are delayed, so your production's delayed. Maybe your +1 is delayed as well, because Engineering Bay was. I mean, stuff like that can really start to add up where, you know, Center really wants to just have this perfect game, you know, get up to Stim, get up to Medivacs, and go, go, go. Emotion's doing a good job making up for the initial poke that didn't quite work.
Oh, man, I don't know what to make of this. Like, Center with the second starport earlier. I like that he's not going to roll over and die to Colossus, but I don't know, man.
It's pretty early. I mean, that's like... there's a point where it's just you don't have enough minerals and gas to reduce off of all of them. Certainly not if it was a reactor, but he's getting a reactor, I think. Or maybe not. No, it's not. Just kidding.
There's Widow Mines here. There's Stalkers here. Yeah, the Observer's there too, so those aren't going to get much done. Hello, Factory.
I think Emotion's going to go into 2-base all-in after this. He's got no forge to get any upgrades, and he's getting 3 more gateways. It's not a bad move at all. Coda seems to have kind of replaced Overgrowth as the 2-base Colossus all-in map, but this is where Center's very fast second starport might really help out, as opposed to being more of a hindrance on his low economy, as his third only just now goes down. And might be cancelled. There is a proxy pylon up there. It's going to be scouted. Oh, I really like this timing on the War Prism. I guess he didn't have eyes on when the army really did push out, but he sees it at the front and moves in with the War Prism. It's cleaned up pretty easily.
Sorry guys for the camera thing there. I had to deal with something. But so what am I saying? 7 shots on one?
Oh my god.
Yeah, 7 shots on one, and I think 4 on the other or something like that. I tried to click them before they died.
That is really good, especially since Emotion is prepping for an all-in. This is the time where you don't want to be producing any more probes. Everything goes into Chrono Boost and money for your units.
Yeah.
His proxy pylons have also been cleaned up, so while that's good in that they're not annoying, it's also good in that it's gonna hurt potentially if the War Prism dies.
I can't believe that worked again. Sorry, the reason we missed the Widow Mine drop was because it was lowering the bitrate again, because we started dropping frames, and then I raised it right back up, and it's not dropping them at a higher bit rate. I don't understand, but whatever. It's working. This army, though, is definitely big enough to take us on if those Colossus were not here. Viking's going to try and do that job.
Oh, the one Colossus took a couple of minutes to take a shitty shots.
You know, the War Prism, he needs to take out that War Prism. This is the reinforcement point. He picks it up in the War Prism to keep the Colossus alive. Oh my god.
He also the bike is the retreat, too.
Yeah, yeah. Stalkers did a great job focus firing those down. Doesn't realize there's an observer here. Sniping this off would help cut out some of the vision, because right now Emotion knows exactly what's at the top of the hill waiting for him. But he's got no upgrades. It's totally fully all in at this point. Hell, lowering the command center is part of like Sim City might not be too bad either. Factory going to be used to scout just a little bit, but this is such a heavy Stalker army. If he can clear out the Colossus, if he can take out the Zealots, the Marauders will win this day.
That work. Oh, does get them down beforehand, but it's only one Colossus. I don't know why the Vikings are targeting it down.
No, I like that. No, I think
shooting.
that's smart. No, well, the Colossus not shooting was a mistake, but focusing the War Prism down first was really smart. He knew it was going to get picked up again. He'd be wasting a lot of shots on the micro. Center is going to put his score on the board, win this game, and have it be 2-1.
You know, I just had the sudden feeling that I